I've been I feel like I have been going back and forth a lot lately. Back and forth between being with myself, being the understanding that I am in this body and the body is a part of me. And I guess to the point of dissociation, which ironically now it happens even because of my spiritual practices, not because of, I guess, spiritual practices became another route of my pattern to escape this physical world, the pattern that I have developed in childhood as a result of trauma, and as many people do develop. But it's really important to talk about it within the spiritual practice, because I feel like to be connected with myself, and when we say that, I feel like I need to be connected to God more. I need to be connected more to the universe. But ironically, it's not it's not the answer, so to say, because I'm not saying, because your spirit, your soul is only a part of you, and when you connect to God, to the universe, you connect to yourself, to your soul self, to your spirit self, to your higher self. But what about your physical self? What about your embodied self? I feel like that's a different type of connection, and here is where I am starting to really discover the value of mindfulness meditation, like body scan meditations, but also having my eyes open more and actually being here in this world. Interacting with this world too. With the smells and sounds and textures, with everything that is present, and not kind of hiding away from it in the name of spirituality, because, and I see the value in that too, of course, to develop that connection. But as one of the amazing healers that I'm working with right now told me this really great analogy about the tree. The more the tree grows and reaches towards the sun, the deeper and stronger its roots needs to be. And I feel like I have been that tree, which has grown quite a lot in its stature, but in its height, but its roots I don't know. That's another big question. I think for people like me with dissociation patterns, the question of roots is just so confusing. It's something like the question of spirituality for people who are very, very grounded and very into this reality. you know, like talking about universe and synchronicities and astral projection is like too out of this world. Whereas for me, talking about roots and a lot of just practicalities of life is too in this world. You know, so to say, it's too out of the world that I know, and the world that I know it's different worlds, but they're not the worlds I am right now making this video, you know. And then how much of me really here in this world, you know, it's almost surreal to even just watch myself on the camera as I'm speaking, you know, because a part of me is so disidentified, I guess, with my body that it's like, whoa, that's you. You know, and it's just like this kind of realization that it's like, oh, you're in that body. But usually I'm just like not experiencing this body. It's like, oh, that's my face, that's my head, you know. So yeah, it's just a lot of going back and forth between those states, and right now I feel very embodied, and I just wanted to share, I guess, this experience and the importance, I guess, of the grounding work that I'm still discovering how to do properly, because I feel like it's not just the grounding practices. I feel like it needs to be embodied. Well, it needs to be a part of life. It's the same as meditation right now for me is a part of my daily life. It's me closing my eyes, I don't know, riding on a bus and feeling through something, you know. It's me using my intuition when I'm in a grocery store, feeling the energies behind the picture that I'm seeing, you know. It's very embodied in my day-to-day life, but what about, you know, actually grounding practice is actually being embodied in the daily life, because I feel like I know about, you know, the importance of, well, I know a few practices like as well, working with the body and, you know, like feeling your feet and a number of other like sensing and smelling and stuff like this. But you know, when I'm doing it back just at home, just for the purpose of the practice, it's just that, right? I think the difficulty for me personally is to bring it into day to day, and to bring it into, like, you know, yeah, like feeling my feet on the ground when I'm walking to the grocery store, when I'm walking somewhere important I need to be, like still remembering I have this body. Yeah, that's definitely a practice. And honestly, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to make this video to remind everyone of the importance of grounding and of, you know, honoring your body as much as you honor your soul and your mind. And again, when we speak of spirituality, we tend to, you know, the main thing people, especially maybe, well, it depends, right? I can't say for everyone, I don't know everyone, different circles everywhere, but I have came across a lot, and myself too, I've been in the same place, where it's a lot of honoring of the soul, but it's negation of both body and mind. It's negation of the human self, you know. And yeah, it's true, we are a spirit having a human experience, but the second part of the sentence as important as the first one. We are having a human experience. So we have this human body, human mind, and both of them are gifts. Gifts to honor, gifts to be grateful for, to exercise, to, you know, and not just use, even in the service to this world. I feel like the one important thing as well spirituality often misses is that it's not just for us to use. Yes, it is to be in service to the world, but it's also for us to enjoy. And that, you know, and I see why it's kind of being often looked down upon, and, you know, the whole thing with sex and spirituality too, and food, right? Because there is a whole idea of, you know, what food is kind of holy almost, and what's supposed to be a good diet and stuff. And in myself, I have noticed, you know, like I can't have fruits, because when I eat fruits, and it's supposed to be alkaline, very good for you, high vibes and stuff, no, I can't have it. But I noticed that my mind, like, sugar is just, yeah, like my mind goes all over the place. It's 1,000 thoughts a minute. Even if I just have like a small piece of fruit. And that's precisely why I choose not to have it. I like, you know, it might be good for me, but it really, yeah, it really messes up my mind. And I don't know, maybe other people don't have the same. Oh wow, it's getting really dark. I hope you can still see me. I mean, you can hear me. You don't need to see me. I mean, you can see me too. It's my body. It's my human body. I should accept it for. Yeah, like, I mean, it's nice to see and have eye contact as well. I mean, I can't have eye contact with you, but you can have eye contact with me, I guess. But yeah, so it's very individual, and I feel like there is a lot of this kind of, and we need that. Like, even think of Vipassana retreats and stuff, like that you're not supposed to kind of move or do anything and have that, and the food is very plain, but, you know, it's needed for a society that is actually very like overindulgent in pleasures and stuff. But I also believe, and maybe you need to go to an extreme to feel the contrast and go to a balance, but the important part is balance, to go back to the balance, because many just go into the extreme, and yeah, it just becomes another extreme. And that negation of the body, I feel like that's what causes so much misalignment within the self, so much disease. And it doesn't matter, I feel like, how much connection you have with the spirit, with God, how, you know, how good is your energy. If you like negate your body at that level, no, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's not the way. So yeah, let's just remember to love and honor our bodies, and be grateful for it. Have an amazing day, evening, morning, wherever you are when you're watching this. Take care. Bye.